I just finished the seventh book in the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, This Inevitable Ruin, and I hate it that I am about to catch up on the series and have to wait like everyone else because I have enjoyed my time binging this series more than I can say for most series, honestly. The last time I felt like this was when I read Throne of Glass, and before that was probably the Stormlight Archives. That's how good this series has been, and this book is no different. This book was like the combination of several of my favorite different genres all in one. I believe you get a great war novel here. You get an amazing fantasy and sci-fi novel here. Another thing that I think is really important that this book does is it shows the growth of Donut in the sense that while before she was a character that Carl not only had to protect physically but emotionally from some of the dangers, she's sort of grown up a bit and she's able to show this maturity of taking on some of these heavy tasks, and she's handled it about as well as she can. And I'm just so proud of her, honestly, and her character and how she's interacted with everybody. Whereas before, Carl might have been a crutch in some senses, they are really truly partners in this. And she is just as equal to Carl in a lot of the aspects of this novel and the responsibility she has. This book also brings life into the NPCs in a way that was almost different, whereas before in the series they were sort of this thing that needed rescuing. They also took agency of their own situation in this book, which I think was a general theme of this book, and they really were a driver of the plot themselves. They weren't just a passenger. And I think being able to balance all of that has been such a great ability that Matt Denneman has had, and it's just set up this eighth book perfectly. And besides that, this book does an amazing job of giving us little snippets of a specific storyline that I'm not going to spoil, but that storyline over time in little snippets, and each time it makes a little bit more sense, and it just has me so excited for the future of this series as I get to catching up with it. This book came off the epilogue of the last book hot and heavy, and it did not disappoint. This was a 5-star read. I am bittersweetly anticipating catching up on book 8 now that I'm there after literally just, what, 2 weeks? I have been sucked into the series. Thank you to those who recommended it to me.